I was born in a little cottage in Bellbrook. It was a farm down a laneway, and I was born on the 21st of May 1924. We didn't know any different. I think that we had a good life. We had a great deal of freedom. We lived out in the country, knew all the birds, all the animals, and I think we did well to do that. I think city kids miss out a bit. I met Pop in Ireland before we ever left there, and he was from the next village, Maynooth, and I came from Selbridge. The village was Selbridge, but I was 18, he was 22. I got married in Ireland, in Selbridge, because Granny married my mother was quite prepared to come over to England for a wedding. But Addie's mother wasn't prepared. She wanted us to go home to Ireland to get married, so we got married in Selbridge, in St. Patrick's Church in Selbridge, where we were born, brought up, christened, all the bits. When I first left school, I started to learn office work, a commercial course, and I only completed a year, and then a factory opened that made clothing in Selbridge, and I got a job there, and I was there till I left Ireland. I loved it, loved sewing, loved all that.
And when you moved to England, what did you do as a job?
Sewing again.
So very similar.
That was in London. Plastic as a material, but ware had just been invented, and we made plastic mats, varying costs and sizes, and I did that in Floral Street in London till after I got married. My eldest son, James, was born in Hillingdon Hospital, and then we couldn't find anywhere to live, so I went back to Ireland and stayed with my mother, my dad, and went back to work then in Ireland. Mum looked after James, and then we had Brian after that, and then eventually we had Aidan. So that was it. We stayed in Ireland, in Dillon's Row, for about 7 years, I think, perhaps less. And then Addie's sister and her husband offered us half their house. We paid half the mortgage. So we had upstairs and they had downstairs. And we didn't have any more children then for 5 years. And then we had Chris. And then we had Anne. And finally we had Jerry. So we sort of had 2 lots of 3 with a gap in the middle. I don't know, people think, they say, how did you manage dealing with 6 children? But I didn't have 6 children all at once. James must have been 15 before I had Chris, so they weren't like all babies. He used to work in Connolly engineering, where they made parts for planes, etc. And he liked that job. He was there for years and years. They were a branch of Eveready, but they closed down. So then he went to work in Quaker Oats as a maintenance sort of thing. And he was there till he retired.